You may recognize this comedian from At Midnight. He's emceed for Louis C.K. Welcome to the stage, my friend Eli Braden.
Hey, everybody. Thanks, Brendon, for that wonderful intro. I don't know if people would have seen me on At Midnight, though, unless they caught me in the crowd on their way to the commercial during that one episode I attended the taping of. And then the other thing you said was that I emceed for Louis C.K. Well, actually I did, if by MC you mean melted cheese for, because I did work at a TGI Fridays he came into once, and yes, he did order the nachos deluxe. I'm just kidding. No, I wouldn't work with a comedian like Louis C.K. For obvious reasons. Just not into harassing women. But before I get started, I would like to ask a question of the brunette at table 3. Are you a rooster taxidermist? Because you're making my cock stiff. They're doing a Friends reunion, everybody. This is good news, right? They're doing it at the network HBO Max, which is pretty appropriate considering HBO's going to be maxing out their credit cards to pay the cast's salaries. Yeah, when Matt LeBlanc heard how much they were getting paid for this, he said, "How you doing?" They're like, "We were on a break, but now that break's over. Let's make a lot more money. Let's make lots of cash. We're gonna get even more rich." The Boston Marathon is coming up, and interestingly enough, this year they're holding it on 4/20. That's right. So shout out to you, weed heads. I'm sure they'll find that hilarious. But can you imagine trying to run the Boston Marathon on weed? You're like, "Oh, I'm running, but oh my God, there's a Taco Bell. I got the munchies. I gotta stop and get a chalupa." Yeah, not a good idea. Next thing you know, you're in the home stretch and dun, 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 dun. You're running along, dun, 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 dun. And then you're right at the finish line, dun, 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 dun. And diarrhea all over the pavement. And you better hope it's not a photo finish, because that is not a picture you want all over the internet, okay? Last year, the Boston Marathon was won by Lawrence Chirono from Kenya. Hey, Lawrence, can you tell me how you run so fast? John Oates revealed in a recent interview that he had sex with literally thousands of women in the 80s and 90s. Thousands. Looks like Hall wasn't the only partner he had. Not by a long shot. Imagine how many women he could have slept with if he didn't have that atrocious mustache. You know, they have that big hit song, "She's Gone." Yeah, she better be gone pronto. John's got another lady coming over in 15 minutes. Let's just say chances are their song "One-on-One" ain't about basketball, folks. So Harrison Ford said recently that his secret to a happy marriage is don't talk, just nod your head. And I was thinking, that's actually better advice for the wife in a marriage. Am I right? Especially if when she's nodding her head, her mouth is open and her head is down between the husband's legs. Good thing Harrison Ford has a good marriage, though. Otherwise, he'd be using his hand solo. Meghan Trainor, the singer, her dad was hit by a car recently. Don't worry, he's in the hospital. He's in stable condition. But I'm sure Meghan was relieved when she found out he was okay. She was like, more like all about that grace. Thanks, Jesus, for protecting my dad. Kirk Douglas? Forget that. I've done enough Kirk Douglas jokes.